Hi Aquarius, thanks for joining me and welcome to Rose Sky Tarot. Now, you've probably noticed that I've returned to the old style of doing the life readings, and it's because I've listened to, what people have said, and I don't think people were enjoying the new style quite as much. So let's jump back to this type of reading, and this is for the 3rd of June and the following 2 weeks. Before I jump in, I just want to let you know that over the next 6 months, I'm going to be offering an introductory reading, personal reading, for £25. So if you're interested, drop me an email and we'll work something out. All right, let's get into this reading. We have the King of Wands, the Seven of Wands, and the Five of Pentacles. Now, the Wands cards here, these are about tasks, possibly work related, but it's something that inspires you, something that makes you want to create, something that you want to build, something that you want to develop and bring into reality. Is there an idea that you have? It is possible that you've went to someone who has a lot of respect, someone who has the power to develop ideas. And, this could be a whole variety of different people. It could be a business owner, it could be an entrepreneur, it could be someone within the community with a lot of, standing, and it could be that it's someone within your family. But this person needs to have a creative idea that sparks their interest. They need to find something within it that they are passionate about. And it could be that, in discussing this, that you have to field off quite a lot of questions. You have to maybe defend yourself a little bit, defend your idea. It could be that it's not this person's cup of tea, because the next card you have is the Five of Pentacles. And this is about being out in the cold, about not having the financial support, being in need. This may not be the right setting, the right person. You may have to, tighten your belt a little bit and just get through this difficult time. But you feel that you have the higher moral ground here. You have the idea that can beat off all of the questions and challenges that someone else can point at you. Let's move over to the next set of cards. We've got the Queen of Wands, the Nine of Swords in reverse, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Do you try again? Maybe with someone who has slightly lesser authority, slightly lesser backing. Someone who's willing to maybe use their instincts and intuition a little bit more. But someone who still has the boldness and the courage to take on new ideas, creative ideas, and make a go of them. Is it possible that this person's boldness has taken you forward with whatever idea it is that you've had? And now you're into the realms of having to provide, of having to accomplish. And we've got the Nine of Swords in reverse here, and the Eight of Cups in reverse. Are you not sleeping? Are you worried about how this will go? Is it possible that the conversations that you've had prior to this one, have they maybe, put a lot of worry into your mind? Have they maybe asked you to alter your ideas? Is that why you had to, fend them off? But you maybe felt that, what you were being asked to do over here was giving you something that was second best. And with the Eight of Cups in reverse here, this is about either accepting the second best or walking away to find the ideal partner. Are you worried that this conversation, this experience is going to happen again? Worried to the point that you are not sleeping? That you maybe have to, take something to help you sleep, a pill or a shot of whiskey or brandy or whatever it is that's your poison? Because you're putting so much pressure on yourself here to accomplish what you've said you were going to do. And you're worried that you're going to go back down the same road of having the conversation of accepting a lesser accomplishment, a lesser, goal, accepting second best, or having to walk away again. Let's move down, and we've got the Page of Pentacles in reverse, the Ace of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Pentacles. Are you losing focus? Are you trying to accomplish, whatever this is? But your sleepless nights and your worry about, how well this is going to go. Whether or not you're going to be upset at the outcome. It's all taking its toll. Because the Page of Pentacles here is about losing focus. Are you so worried and tired that you're maybe even dropping the ball a little bit? With the Ace of Cups in reverse here. Are you maybe feeling that you've hit a little bit of a wall? That you just can't put your heart into it the same way because you're feeling that You might have to accept second best or walk away. So there is a stuck feeling here. You're blocked. Could it be that you have tried certain things? They didn't work out. So there's a definite problem here which might be compounded by the worry. And this could be a downward spiral, a downward circle here. Because you're feeling blocked, you're really worried that you're going to have to, change your plan. And because of that, you are feeling blocked and dropping the ball. But the good part about this person's support is that you have some sort of a budget. Instead of being out in the cold and having nothing at all to develop your ideas, you do seem to have something. May not be very much. It may be something that is so tight that you have to shop around for where you find your materials, your resources. And with your concentration and feeling blocked, you're definitely going through some stormy waters here, stormy emotions. But you're trying to keep calm in amongst all of these upsets. You're trying to make sure that you do the best with the money that you've got. It may be that you have to wear 100 different, bit my tongue then, 100 different hats. But you manage to do it calmly. And that's a talent in itself. Let's move on to the next set of cards. And you've got a sneaky little extra one here. So let me put this over here for the moment. You have the Three of Wands, the Seven of Pentacles in reverse, and the Knight of Cups, and the World card. Now, even though you are struggling to, bring something out of the chaos, and you're working really hard at doing it, has there come a time where you can see that things are beginning to work? That you find things promising? You begin to feel a little bit excited, feel optimistic, and feel that, you may actually get a good return because you've worked so hard that this expectation is being drawn towards you. And this is part of the boldness of the backing as well. That's helped to push you forward through all of these doubts and difficult moments. You've had backing that is assertive, is bold, is courageous, and wanting to see you accomplish the things that you've talked about, these creative ideas. Now, this all may have taken time, and in business, as with anything actually, there is always a time where you stop. You look around and you see where you are. You see what you've managed to accomplish. You see things that maybe you've fallen short on. And this is what this card is about. The Seven of Pentacles in reverse. Do you maybe feel that you're being asked to look for a positive return on investments a little bit too soon? You're just beginning to come out of the stormy water and beginning to look optimistic, and you feel that you're being asked to, show that the development here is extremely healthy, and it's possible that that's an expectation that is just a little bit too high. Are you maybe trying to look for these high returns too soon? Everything takes time. It looks as though there is still backing here, even though the returns may not be quite, what they wanted or what you wanted. But there are still positivities there. Enough for you to continue what you're doing. And the Knight of Cups is a very slow moving card. It's a card with deliberation. You may have, a very dreamy point of view about, what you're accomplishing here. It may feel like a dream. But with each step forward, you are accomplishing something. You're very focused on moving forward. All you can think about is this idea, developing it. Nothing else matters. Just the love of what you're doing and what you're creating. Could be that you can't believe your luck in being in such a positive and supportive atmosphere. And with the World card here, this is about reaching the moment where you realise you're going to be successful. You may look too soon at the rewards that have happened for all of your efforts. Give it another try, another cycle, another year. And look at the difference between the rewards back then and the rewards now, and you'll find that you are being extremely successful. It could be that you are the centre of attention for whatever this project is. And, you're stepping through into a whole new chapter. You've completed something successfully enough that you move forward into a new phase. And each thing that you learn You'll learn from the beginning, through the middle, to the end, and then you start again. So there's constant evaluation, development, and success and achievement in whatever it is that you're doing. All right, now that's a fantastic reading, and it is about keeping focused, keeping your eye on the bigger achievement, breaking it down into smaller increments and reviewing, making slight changes maybe, but the focus for the long term is definitely there. You may still be worried that you'll have to make drastic changes that will make you lose heart, but that hasn't happened yet because you're passionate about what you're doing still, where you're going. And with every step comes an accomplishment and success. All right, now I'm going to leave it there. Now please take care, Aquarius. Have a great 2 weeks, and I'll see you next time. Bye.